Happy December. It's good to see you all. That is our cue to get started. Thank you, Lisa. It means we're recording. So welcome all. We will kick off. It is exactly 12:30. Real quickly, for those that are, I'm a little under the weather, so I sound like a 90-year-old smoker. Apologize for that. I am excited to see you. My voice doesn't sound like that. We have the housekeeping remarks very quickly. Many of you are not new to this format, but if you are, please raise your hand if you'd like to speak, or if you're joining us on the phone, *9, and we'll keep it simple with that. So thank you and welcome. For any members of the public, I'm not seeing anybody, but if someone joins us, that's how you're going to participate today. I'm going to do that a lot today, you guys. That's going to take us to our roll call, please, Lisa.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. District 1.
District 1 here.
District 2.
Here.
District 3.
Here.
District 4. District 5. Banning.
City of Banning here.
Thank you. Beaumont.
Here.
Calamasa.
Here.
Canyon Lake. Corona.
Corona's here.
Eastvale. Hemet.
Here.
Rupa Valley.
Here.
Lake Elsinore.
Here.
Menifee. Marina Valley.
Here.
Marietta.
Here.
Norco.
Norco's here.
Harris.
Here.
Riverside.
Here.
San Jacinto.
Here.
Temecula. Wildemar.
No, here.
Thank you. We do have a quorum.
Thank you so much. That's going to take us to our Pledge of Allegiance. Crystal, will you please lead us in the pledge today?
Most certainly, everybody please rise, place your right hand over the heart, and join me in honoring our great flag. On the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you so much. I'm going to challenge you all to be as exciting as Banning is for roll call. All are a little boring. She's excited. Thank you for that.
Excited.
I love it. All right. We are going to, are there any public comments, Lisa?
I did not receive any written public comments, and so far I am not seeing any hands raised or members of the public.
Okay. And there are no additions or revisions that I am aware of. So that is going to take us right to the consent calendar, item number 6. Are there any requests to speak on the consent calendar before we entertain consideration? All right, then if there is nothing there, what is the pleasure of the board?
San Jacinto moves.
Second. Marietta.
Second Banning.
All right, I have a first by San Jacinto and a tie for Marietta or Banning for second. There's no further discussion. Then we will go to roll call for our consent calendar.
I have a hand raised from Director Benoit.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
thank you.
If we could quickly call item number, excuse me, it's the calendar for next year, item 6C.
Okay,
If I could just ask a question of the body real quickly, if that's all right.
absolutely.
So on a lot of the other boards that I'm on, we've actually moved our dark month as opposed to being August to July. I recognize the reason why most of our boards have done this is for both board members and for staff that have children. Usually they're going back to school in August. A lot of boards that I've been on over the years are dark in August, with the idea that maybe that's your time to get some time off for the summer break. But in reality, most of our kids now, because of high school end of the year or mid-year testing happening before the mid-year break, has pushed up all of our school schedules to that first week of August. So I would just throw it out there to the body. If we are going to have a dark month, that it might be better to have that in July. That's a meeting that usually has to move anyways because of the July 4th holiday. And I would just throw that out to the group. And if everyone wants to leave it the way it is, that's fine. But I just want to throw that out there as a suggestion for our calendar for the upcoming year.
All right, thank you, Ben. We can definitely move the consent calendar and then take that back as a consideration in our next meeting to look at that date if everybody's okay with that. I'm seeing some heads nodded.
Yeah, I'm good with reevaluating that as well.
All right, fantastic. Thank you for that, Ben, for the consideration. Then our motion will stand and we will move to roll call.
Thank
Madam
you.
Chair, could I get a question in also?
Yes, sure.
So,
Absolutely.
on the recommendation of a reconsideration, who does it go to for reconsideration?
For the decision, we would bring it back up. We would bring it back up to this body.
So can we not pull that one item off consent calendar, approve the balance of the consent, and then discuss that item that Mr. Benoit wants to talk about? Can we talk about that now?
We can, except we'd like to have our calendar up for the full year and then just have the since it's just one edit of a date or the month. I mean, that's up to you. If you would like to do another motion, Supervisor, we can consider that.
I'm wondering why we would need to put off for a month a very simple, I think, a simple decision, yay or nay. We could approve the consent calendar, then discuss that one item right now, and it either passes or it fails, and then we can vote to keep it the way it is or vote to change it, and we'd be done with that too, and we'd have our calendar for the year approved today.
Happy to entertain a new motion, sir.
Well, I would move that we approve the balance of the consent calendar with the exception of item 6C, if that's okay with Director Benoit, if that's his pleasure.
I'll second that.
All right, then we have a new motion on the floor. First by Supervisor Washington, a second by Woldemar, Mr. Benoit. Is there any further discussion? All right, then we will go to roll call.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes, but I'm abstaining on 6B in the minutes.
District 3,
Yes.
Banning,
Yes.
Beaumont,
Yes.
Calamasa,
Yes.
Canyon Lake, Corona,
Yes.
Eastvale, Hemet,
Yes.
Carupa Valley,
Yes.
Lake Elsinore,
Yes.
Menifee, Moreno Valley,
Yes.
Marietta,
Yes.
Norco,
Yes.
Harris,
Yes.
Riverside,
Aye.
San Jacinto,
Yes.
Temecula,
Aye.
Wildemar.
Aye.
Thank you. So I have the consent calendar passing without 6C.
All right. Do we want to have some discussion about the item 6C now?
Well, if Director Benoit wants to make a motion that we change our dark month from August to July, I would second that motion, just so we can have some discussion and then perhaps a vote.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and make that my motion. Happy to do that.
Second.
All right, so now we have our motion on the floor. And will take us to consideration and discussion. It looks like we have Corona with their hand raised. I'll turn it over to you, sir.
Yeah, so I don't have high school kids. I have kids in elementary school, and August actually works better for me. it seems to me the motion was to change to accommodate their own high school kids, but so I'm going to say that it doesn't accommodate me at all. And I will be on RCA for the next calendar year as well. So I actually would prefer August to be kept the dark month. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Marietta.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I concur with Director Benoit and Supervisor Washington. I think it's fine.
Thank you so much. Supervisor Jeffries.
Thank you. I was looking at the board calendar, so I can only speak selfishly. It depends on what date is picked in August. The Board of Supervisors is dark August 9th, 16th, and 23rd. So I suspect we'll be planning our vacations, if we're going to take any, during that time frame from the 9th, between the 9th and the 23rd. So if we picked an active date for RCA meetings, it could fall in the middle of that. So we'll have to coordinate as best we can, as much as the commission wants to.
Okay, thank you, sir. Temecula.
I'm fine either way. Temecula's fine either way.
All right, I don't know if I see any more hands. Lisa, do you see any more hands?
I do not.
No, okay. Just for clarity, just to that point of Supervisor Jeffrey's point, we would be dark for meetings for the entire month of August. So that would not just mean just our regular board meeting. It would also mean our executive committee and such, correct?
The way it's written now, it'd be exec committee for July for the August board meeting.
Okay.
Supervisor Washington has his hand raised.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chuck.
It blends in with my very beautiful library.
It does. I'm so sorry.
I need to put maybe no, I won't put a glove. I won't put a glove on that hand. Too many ways that could go wrong. I respect everybody's wishes on the month they'd like to have off. I thought it was reasonable what Ben was asking for, because it seemed like the safest place for dark might be the middle of summer, if summer were to be considered June, July, and August. For me personally, August would work better because I have a 1-week vacation in August, but I don't even know if that would conflict with this particular meeting. Actually, it doesn't. So it wouldn't matter to me one way or the other. And no high school kids, elementary grandkids, couple of them, and they probably start in August. But, I just think we're not going to find a month that makes everybody happy. But it just struck me as maybe July can make the most people happy as compared to August. That was my thinking.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Supervisor. And I think that if that is the last bit, Anne, I see your hand raised.
Yeah, could I ask Lisa to clarify what the going dark in the month means? Lisa, correct me if I'm wrong. If this body is dark in July, it means we won't have a June executive committee meeting and we won't have a July board meeting. If we're dark in August, it means we don't have a July executive committee meeting and we don't have an August board meeting. So I just wanted to be clear about which meetings we wouldn't be having in both circumstances. So I just want to make sure that was clear.
Yes, that's correct.
I wanted to be clear too. I was a little bit confused too. So yes, thank you. I see.
What does that mean? I don't understand what all that means.
Basically, the month before, Supervisor will be depending on the month we select, it will affect the month before for the executive committee, because the executive committee meets and then forwards actions to the board. So if we decide for July, then the June meeting is affected. If we decide on August, then the July meeting is affected. So I guess
what I was looking from Ann, is that good or bad?
depends on how much I'll let Ann speak to that, but it depends on what we have on our plate at that time. Truly.
It can work either way. I just wanted to point out that because of the way the executive committee and the board meeting is structured, that dark in July just means it's the board meeting in July. So people would be clear about which meetings would be canceled. So if it's dark in July, it's the June executive committee and the July board meeting. If it's dark in August, it's July executive committee and August board meeting. And there will still be an executive committee meeting in August.
Yes.
Okay.
Supervisor Jeffries?
And when do we start going over the budget process, and when is the final vote come?
That would be at the June meeting, at the June board meeting. So in either circumstance, the budget is okay. In
Okay.
either circumstance, budget is okay.
Okay, great.
All right, thank you. Any further discussion? All right, so the motion is on the table right now to move to July, to be dark in July. Lisa, you're saying yes, am I got that correct? Okay.
That's what I have,
That's
yes.
the current motion, okay, fantastic. All right, so we have a motion and a second. If there's no further discussion, we will go to roll call vote.
District 1,
No,
District 2,
I'd go either way. So I'm going to say no to stick to it because people have already planned for next year on the other boards.
District 3,
Yes.
Banning,
I could go either way. So I'm like Supervisor Spiegel. I could go either way because I have no kids, period. So I don't know, how do you vote on that? No?
thank
So I
you.
would say no, I guess.
Thank you. Beaumont,
No.
Keller Mesa,
No.
Corona,
No.
Hemet,
No.
Harupa Valley,
Yes.
Lake Elsinore,
No,
Marina Valley,
No.
Marietta,
Yes.
Norco,
Yes.
Harris,
Yes.
Riverside,
No, for the same reasons that Supervisor Spiegel outlined. I've already got things planned out for the month of August, so thank you.
thank you. San Jacinto,
Yes.
Temecula,
Yes.
Wildemar.
Yes.
Okay.
need a drum roll. Need a drum roll for the count.
Just counting one more time.
Okay, no rush.
I have 10 no's and 8 yeses. So the item does not pass.
I can make a motion, just go ahead and leave it the way it is then and pass this item as is.
Second.
My apologies for bringing it up. I thought there might be more people that would want to move that, but I understand.
We appreciate you bringing it up, Ben. You don't need to apologize for that. First, we have a motion and a second, and we need to go back to roll call vote, Lisa?
Yes, District 1,
I'd mess with Ben and vote no, but I vote yes.
District 2,
So sorry, been on the other. Yes.
District 3,
Dang, I could mess with Ben too and vote no on the thing I seconded, but I'll vote yes. What the hell?
Banning,
Yes.
Beaumont,
Yes.
Keller Mesa,
Yes.
Corona,
Yes.
Hemet,
Yes.
Harupa Valley,
Yes.
Lake Elsinore,
Yes.
Marina Valley,
Yes.
Marietta,
Yes.
Norco,
Yes.
Harris,
Yes.
Riverside,
Aye.
San Jacinto,
Yeah.
Temecula.
I'm sorry, Marianne can't vote. Her head exploded about 5 minutes ago, so. I vote yes.
Wildemar?
Yes.
Thank you. It does pass.
All right. Well, thank you. We all never had so much fun voting for a calendar item. Don't be mad about it. All right. Item number 7, and that, thank you all for that. Ben, we appreciate you bringing it up. And item number 7 is our closed session. So I will call on Mr. DeBon to make our announcements.
So I can't guarantee a closed session as exciting as the previous item, but we do have several properties for consideration for purchase in closed session. Those are all listed on the agenda.
Please stand by. The room will open in 15 seconds.
There's our voice, y'all. Philip is back.
9, 8, 7.
Testing, testing. All clear.
All right, thank you. I'm so sorry. We are back and we're going to make some movement to the agenda just so we have sake of time. I know that many have to leave for the next meeting. So we're going to move item number 8 to the end of the agenda, and that'll take us to our number 9, which is the Stakeholders Committee. I'm going to give a very quick update because I need the ratification of the full board. We had 16 applicants, 15 are being brought forward to you. They meet the eligibility and criteria in which is laid out in our bylaws. And that list has been submitted in your staff report. I have shared with the executive committee that I appreciate staff's help in thorough review of all the resumes and applications that we got. We're very fortunate to have a great group. If there's any questions, I'm sorry, this is a speedy review, but we are very lucky to have our stakeholders committee appointment back up and running and use this as a tool to lean on when we need their perspective. And again, just a reminder that the stakeholders committee does not have authority over this board, but we will be using this as a tool when we need that perspective. So with that being said, the item before you is to ratify the appointments and get our stakeholders committee back up. But first I will ask if there's any question. Ben, did you say, I'm sorry.
Just hang on, move that item for you.
Thank you, Ben. Do we have a second? Tony.
Second. Oh.
I think Supervisor Spiegel was a second, but I'm not sure. Lisa, can you confirm?
Yes, I heard Supervisor Spiegel.
All right, Tony, do you have a question?
I did have a question before the second came in. When do we see a list of the stakeholders? It's not in the agenda, so I'm just curious as to who they are.
Page 138.
It's in your staff report.
Oh my God, 138?
Yes.
That's why I only read to 137. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So we have a motion and a second. If there's no further questions, we'll go to roll call vote.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3? District 3? Banning?
Yes.
Beaumont?
Yes.
Calamasa?
Yes.
Corona?
Yes.
Hemet?
Yes.
Rupa Valley?
Yes.
Lake Elsinore?
Yes.
Marina Valley?
Yes.
Marietta?
Yes.
Norco?
Yes.
Paris?
Yes.
Riverside?
Aye.
San Jacinto?
Yes, and I do have to leave.
Thank you. Temecula?
Yes, and goodbye.
Wildemar?
Yes.
Thank you. That item passes.
All right. We are going to pull the legislative update and put it on our next agenda for you for sake of time. And Tyler, I'm so sorry, but thank you for being flexible. So that's item number 10. That's going to take us to item number 11, which is election of our RCA officers and 2 executive committee members. And I know that we're losing folks as we speak, but Mr. Devon, I'm going to kick it over to you.
Sure. And this will be very quick. We have essentially 3 items for this that we do every year at this time. One is the appointment of a new chair. Second is the appointment and election of a new vice chair. And then third, the appointment of 2 executive committee members. And remember that there are 7 executive committee members in total. 3 of those are determined by their position within the agency. 2 are appointed by the board here. And the final 2 will be appointed by whoever is chair. And those will be appointed, announced in January, and then ratified by the board. So, we'll be taking nominations on the chair and the vice chair and then the executive committee.
All right. Then I will open up the floor for nominations.
I see Supervisor Jeffries has his hand raised.
Thank you. I did not see Supervisor Jeffries.
I enjoy abusing you, so if you're interested, I'd like to nominate you for another term as chair.
Thank you for the abuse, sir. Appreciate that.
If you're interested, I haven't asked you if you're interested.
I would be interested in the abuse. Thank you. I have enjoyed my service.
And in that case, I'll second that.
Miss Colleen Wallace?
Oh, I was gonna nominate you too.
Thank you for that. We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussions for position of chair?
Real quickly, go ahead and do vice chair at the same time to save us another roll call.
Absolutely. Can we, Lisa? That would be fantastic for those that have to leave. Yep. All right, let's do that.
Right, and so Kevin, you want to add to that, our current vice chair?
Supervisor Hewitt?
Yes.
We're not here to ask him if he enjoys it, so he's just going to get voluntold the abuse.
I'll second that, Madam Chair.
All right. So we have a first from Supervisors Jeffries, a second by Mr. Marquez for chair, a first by Mr. Benoit, and a second by Mr. Marquez for Supervisor Hewitt for vice chair. If there's no further discussion, then we will go to roll call vote.
District 1,
Yes on both.
District 2,
Yes on both.
Banning,
Yes.
Beaumont,
Yes on both.
Calamasa,
Yes to both.
Corona,
Yes on both.
Hemet,
Yes.
Harupa Valley,
Yes.
Lake Elsinore,
Yes.
Menifee, oh, I'm sorry, Marina Valley,
Yes, on both.
Marietta,
Yes.
Norco,
Yes, on both.
Paris,
Yes to both.
Riverside,
I. Both.
San Jacinto,
Yes.
Temecula, and Wildemar.
Just to both.
Thank you. Congratulations. We have Chair Johnson and Vice Chair Hewitt.
All right. Well, thank you for the vote of confidence. We will tell Supervisor Hewitt he has been voluntold again. We appreciate his service as well. And we do still have the two executive board members. Any? Is there anybody that would like to have some discussion about that, or?
I'd be more than willing to stay if you're willing to have me, Madam Chair.
Me too.
Me too.
All right. All right, so
I'll move the 3 Me Too's.
it's 2, I believe. Yeah, yes, Lisa.
I believe it's the past chair, current chair, and vice chair. So if legal counsel can confirm, I would assume Director Ingram would be on as the past chair.
Correct.
He's an automatic.
That's correct.
Yeah.
All right, so the other 2 spots would then be San Jacinto and Norco.
So moved.
Thank you.
Seconded.
Thank you. No further discussion. We'll go to roll call vote. Lisa?
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Probably lost her.
Banning,
Yes.
Beaumont,
Yes.
Calamasa,
Yes.
Corona,
Yes.
Hemet,
Yes.
Rupa Valley,
Yes.
Lake Elsinore,
Yes.
Marina Valley,
Yes.
Marietta,
Yes.
Norco,
Yes.
Paris,
Yes.
Riverside,
I.
San Jacinto,
Yes.
Wildemar.
Yes.
Thank you. That item passes to elect Ruiz and Bash to the executive committee.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for your service, your continued service. We threw a lot out at the end here. So we're going to do a little bit of backtracking. We're going to remove the legislative update and calendar that for next time. We're also going to do that with species of the month. But something that we do need to get to that won't require a vote. So for those that have to go to the next meeting, WRCOG, we understand, is the agenda item number 8, which is our fiscal year 2021 audited financial statements for receive and file. So I will turn it over to Teresa at this point. Thank you for your patience and flexibility.
No problem. Thank you, Chair Johnson. I'll make this real brief. The executive committee met and received a report on the fiscal 21 audit, and that included a presentation by the auditors. In a nutshell, the financial statements received an unqualified or unmodified opinion, which is the best that you can get. There were no internal control material weaknesses, and there were no compliance findings on both the audit of the financial statements and the audit of federal awards. So that is a quick summary of the audit presentation.
Teresa, thank you so much. The word clean is a very reassuring word in an audit, so thank you for that. We appreciate your hard work and diligence. Are there questions, comments, or for her, as this is just a receive and file item? No? Congratulations on your hard work. It has paid off. Due diligence, a clean audit is a good sign, and it gives us all a sign of relief. Anne, do you have something to add?
You're on mute.
Yep, sorry, just one brief comment. I would like to acknowledge and thank Teresa Trevino. This will be her final RCA board meeting as she is retiring next week. So Teresa has been instrumental over the past 2 years, not only in helping us with the due diligence efforts related to transferring managing agency over to RCTC, but also in helping to make sure that RCTC got up to speed very quickly on RCA financial issues. So glad, Teresa, your first and last RCA audit is out the door, and a clean, unmodified opinion. So Teresa, thank you very much, and congratulations to you.
Thank you very much, and thanks to the finance staff.
Thank you so much. What a way to put a bookend on it. Thank you. Okay, that is going to move us. We are a little bit out of order today, but that's going to take us to item number 13, which is Board of Director updates, and then our Executive Director update. Do any of you have any updates for us? No, not seeing any. I know we're losing people. It's been a long meeting. Thank you for your patience. All right, Anne, I will turn it over to you.
Nothing for me. Thank you.
Nothing today. All right. So I'm going to apologize to Tyler for bumping him, and also to Betsy for bumping her. I appreciate your flexibility. It was a good meeting with lots of discussion. Hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and you are prepping for the holidays, and appreciate all your hard work. And with that, I will say thank you, and I will see you on January 10th. So happy holidays. Be safe, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everyone.